We're going to be talking about Solo today. So Solo comes out May 25th. There are a lot of people that are like me who are kind of on the fence about this movie. I don't really know how it's gonna be. I don't know much about it, which can be a good thing. But here are some things that we want in Solo. Some things we expect and some things we want out of Solo. Starters, don't shoehorn too many cameos in this movie. Some Star Wars movies have been fine with it. Like Rogue One to me is good, but some of the prequels are just nothing but cameo after cameo after cameo, or reference, or like Easter eggs, and it's just non-stop. And as a fan of the movies and even the shows do it too, it can get a little much sometimes. Sometimes you just want to focus on the plot itself. Another thing, make these characters likable. Rogue One works for me because I loved all of those characters, even though you're introduced to them in that movie and you have to deal with their deaths at the end of that movie. I already can tell you that I'm in love with Donald Glover's Lando. He looks fantastic in the trailers. From what I saw, I am impressed by him. I hope he doesn't pull a Jared Leto's Joker, where in all the trailers I loved him, and then I saw the movie and I hate that movie. I hate it. From what I've seen in all the reviews so far is that Lando just steals the show. Another thing, and this is kind of a personal preference of mine, I don't know why this bothers me so much, don't add too much to content that already exists, to lore that already exists. One of my problems with Rogue One is that it introduces so many things that should and even would have been in the original trilogy, but they aren't. Like these, like K2SO, why weren't more of those droids around in the original trilogy? Why weren't there more Death Troopers in the original trilogy? Why weren't there U-Wings, I think is what they're called, in the original trilogy? And the last thing that we want out of Solo, and it is gonna be kind of weird because of what I said in the first one, but we do want cameos. I want to reiterate that. We don't want too many cameos, but we want cameos. There are two that me and I guess every fan, Boba Fett. I want Boba Fett. I will not settle for anything less than Boba Fett. Give me Boba Fett or give me death. I swear it. I need Boba Fett. Give me Boba Fett. If I don't, let me get closer to the mic here. Boba Fett, Ron Howard. Boba Fett. And Jabba. I could care less about Jabba, but I know that's a big Han Solo storyline character. So you've got to have those two. I mean, you literally have to, unless they for some reason want to make Solo like a trilogy. I personally don't want, even if this movie blows me away, I will most likely walk away thinking, okay, that was a good standalone film. That was a good Solo film. So guys, that is all that I pretty much want from Han Solo. I will dive more into what we want out of a plot or stuff like that on the podcast, probably. Thank you so much for listening to me rant about Solo. I hope this movie doesn't suck. And, fingers crossed that it doesn't. It is directed by the inconceivable average Ron Howard. So guys, leave a like on this video. Comment what you want out of Solo, what you expect. No spoilers though. If you know spoilers, do not leave them in the comments below. We do not stand for that here. Go check us out on Twitter, on Patreon. We will have a Facebook up soon. We now have a blog, and we are also on Instagram. So go check us out on all those social medias, and y'all take care.